Good morning, everyone. Tuesday, the 15th of September. Good to be back and chatting with you. In the Psalm for morning prayer today, Psalm 106, it began yesterday evening with evening prayer. And the verse that stood out for me, not particularly from today's reading though, is verse 3. And it talks about, blessed is the person who seeks justice. Blessed is the person who does what is right. And it got me thinking, because for me, that is just so important. Some examples. If I am somewhere and I am inadvertently given more change than I require, perhaps by the teller at the counter, for me, it is beholden upon me to point out that mistake, even if I only pick it up later, but to go back and to return the change. Why? Because I believe that's what is right. How would I feel if the teller inadvertently gave me less change? Even if it was an honest mistake, would I not appreciate if that shop or that teller would call me back and say, my apologies, I made a mistake, and here is the correct change. Do what is right. And for me, how wonderful the world would be if that is what we all did. Do what is right. Seek justice. Obey the laws of the land. The vast majority of the laws of any land, if not in many respects, all of them are, in a sense, of God. They are built on the foundations of what God would want. And there's very few exceptions. And yet as humans, we run around trying to interrogate every law and say, well, I'm sure that law is not really on my side, so I am permitted to break it. No, we're not. We must live and do the right thing. Live according to justice. And so I pray that this simple message, God will speak to you in your heart and convict you of just how important this is, and perhaps encourage you yourself, should it be that there is an area in which you can tighten up to live according to justice, God's justice, and the laws of the land, and to obey everything God has commanded, to do what is right to everyone, even the vulnerable person. Just because they're vulnerable doesn't mean it's an opportunity for us to make more profit from them or to somehow exploit them. If anything, I think Scripture points out that because they're vulnerable, God will judge us who exploit them even more severely than if we were to try and exploit the person who's very sharp and very aware, and will pick it up immediately and come back at you with vengeance. So folks, do what is right and act according to justice. It is the way of God. Blessings, and we'll chat again tomorrow. Bye-bye.